think we just got kicked off of YouTube again.
Yeah, and for this, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So okay, so I've been kind of on a progression this last year and a half. You know, we had this whole COVID thing happen, and it kind of woke me up to really how desperate our nation is. I thought maybe some of our, I thought Idaho was better than this kind of thing. I thought, you know, our governor was better than this, that kind of thing. And then through all, I mean, I remember the night, the week I got arrested, I mean, I had threats. I had people cussing at me when I was driving around, and I remember thinking, like, I need body armor. I already had the gun. I had the shotgun. I had the, I had everything. And I was like, that was the first time in my life where I ever thought I needed body armor because of just some of the weirdness that happened after the arrest. And then I have a Glock 9/17. We bring
that you lost inside of a very poor boating accident. I'm sorry to hear that. Anyway, continue.
It's all right.
No, I didn't lose it.
Dummy.
I see. You lost it. You were trying to help me. I get it. And then Shan, we brought on Works, and Shan started teaching me about like flashlights and guns and kind of the importance of having a flashlight with your gun, you know, at night, during the day, you know, just the various reasons and purposes for it. That was really helpful. So I've kind of gone on this progression of like adding more things in my repertoire, and now you're bringing armor into my life.
You're welcome.
I'm waiting. I feel like a tank is coming somewhere.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. You know, when you were talking about resisting tyranny, David, one of the things that I thought about was President Uncle Daddy Joe Biden's comment about what are you going to do? We have planes. We have, you know,
we got tanks.
We got tanks. You know, your little guns aren't going to do anything. How do you hear comments like that in your line of work and what you understand about resisting tyranny? How does owning a long rifle actually help you with that?
So, first of all, think about the recent history of the United States of America and its military. What are the conflicts that we have had difficulty with? Have we had problems with other people and their planes and the designs? Have we had problems with their tanks? What have we had problems with? We've had problems with a
local militia
determined
forces,
local body of people that are unwilling to submit to occupation. And so the tools there make it so that you can survive if there's that. Now, the idea that anybody should have a firearm, anybody should have body armor. You think about what happened in Switzerland. Switzerland did not get invaded in World War II. Part of it's the banking system, and part of it's the need for certain things that the Nazis wanted to stay away. But part of it is the fact that every head of household had to be armed and be ready to form up as a militia.
Had to be.
It was an obligation under law. You have families where basically over the fireplace you have, you know, here's the halberdier, you know, that axe spear, right? Here's the musket. Here's the next musket. Here's a rifled musket. Here's a rifle. Here, it's bolt action. Here's a semi-automatic rifle, and here's the modern, you know, black rifle, right? And so you look at that and you say, this is that tradition of the head of house passing down from generation to generation. Their obligatory firearm or obligatory weapon to be ready to rally. So the other thing is, I'm not advocating some sort of like anarchy or something like that. I'm saying ordered liberty. So, you know, if all of a sudden there's a disaster and your sheriff is calling up people, volunteers, asking to be able to deputize people, you know, who are the men that are actually able to stand up and answer the call of duty? You know, if your governor seeks to call out the militia to deal with something, to deal with insurrection or riot or some sort of tyrannical thing or foreign invasion or whatever, who are the people that are actually able to answer that call? And if you don't have any equipment, you don't have any training, you're not suited for it, then what are you going to do? What use are you in that? And so do you want to give the example of a responsible patriarch to your sons, or do you want to show them be dependent, wait for other people to protect you, to save you? Do you need the tools, or do you need to be waiting for somebody else?
So where would you recommend a novice like me start with armor?
So it's going to depend on budget and purpose. And I think one of the best things to do is frankly to buy something that will allow you, if you absolutely needed armor for some sort of action or in the near future, to be able to access it and to make it so it could last there if you don't have a lot of money, right? And so you go, steel lasts for 20 years on the shelf. You can put it in a trunk and let it get beat up or whatever. And you get that steel is going to be affordable and it's going to last a long time. And so it's also something where if you're in an incident and it gets shot, it's going to be able to go through a lot more shots. It's going to be able to survive. There's lots of awesome videos on YouTube of people shooting our steel armor. Just look it up. Just go watch that. Go watch people shooting it for a while.
Yeah.
They'll say, hey, there's this thing this wasn't designed to stop. It'll go right through. Okay, great. Here's this thing that was designed to stop. We shot it. It was supposed to stop 6. It stopped, 30 or whatever, right? And so you're gonna see all sorts of neat stuff. We're the most broadly tested, widely tested body armor in the world because people have been shooting at it online for almost a decade.
Your armor.
Yes,
Armor.
ours.
Have you
What's the website?
have you tested it out?
Oh, yeah, he just told you.
No,
Yeah.
no. Have you worn it and tested it out?
Oh, that kind of
That's,
test.
I mean, you aren't only
Do
the
not
CEO,
do that.
but you're also a client.
Gabe, stay out the legal department. What's the website? Because right now people are like, I want some for Christmas.
ArmoredRepublic.com or AR500.com. Either one will get you there.
Do you guys have sales going on right now?
We do. We have sales going on. They are aggressive sales, and there is some good stuff that's available. We have some really neat packages. You'd asked about what do you start with. If you want to get yourself a basic package, have a plate carrier, have some steel plates, and that will get you in. You can start training. The fact that steel and ceramic are heavier helps to make it so you can actually do that with training. It provides some value there. If you have some more money and you're looking, you say, I want something I could last in for a long time. Get the polyethylene, and if you're concerned about just pistol rounds, just get the Kevlar, get the textile armor, and that's going to stop. 95% of gun crimes in the United States are with pistols, right?
Okay.
But if you're worried about resisting tyranny, tyrants tend to use rifles.
Yeah.